Post game, Southwest Guilford girls get a huge win over Eastern Guilford. This was not a close game at all early. I think it was 26-13 in the first quarter. Coach Scarborough was with us in our post-game interview. Coach, team ran out to an early lead and pretty much in control early in this game. But Brianna Bergen is just going to the hole, collecting points right and left, and you were just completely in charge early. What happened, do you think, to allow maybe Eastern Guilford to get back in this? I know a lot of it was late in the game. They were nailing the three-point shots, and they were attacking the basket. But the game just changed completely between the first quarter and then as it got tight later on.
I think Coach Britton is a phenomenal basketball coach, and she put her girls in position to be successful tonight. So we made a run early, but she was able to change her defense up and kind of had our girls puzzled for a minute. Got them out of the sets and out of what we wanted to do. And we really began rushing and getting out of sync. I think as the game wore on, we began to settle in and things picked up. But that was credit to Coach Britton and a phenomenal game plan.
And I think she's got some Southwest Guilford connections in the past. She's been through here before as a coach, at least an assistant coach.
Yes, sir.
Back in the days, maybe with Coach Willis.
Absolutely, yeah. She was here with Coach Willis and good friends, absolutely.
How did you move up in the ranks? Because we looked over this year, looking over that way for Coach Jessica Bryan. There's Coach Scarborough taking over running the team now, doing a good job with it too, I might add.
Thank you very much. I started here. Coach Willis actually introduced me to Coach Chrisman. I started as a JV coach, an assistant under Coach Bryan, and I've been with Coach Bryan for the past couple of years. And when she left, I stepped in for her. But I've been here for the past 4 years now.
Things are going well for you this year, too, off to a very good start. That's going to be about 9-2, 10-2 now, doing very well. I was impressed looking at some of Bergen's. Her numbers, I think, speak for themselves. I think it was the Rogers kid, though, was very tough tonight for you also. Very tough, at least of about 14, 16 points.
Yes. Janae Rogers does a good job night in and night out. I think she attacks the board very hard. She's very aggressive offensively. Just a smart ball player. She's been very big this season for our team.
A big win for this team, as we can tell in the background. The girls are excited about this victory. It's going to take a while for this one probably to wear off. What about that last basket by Monk? I was watching before the officials had the girls lined up for the inbounds pass play. They had to separate Monk and one of the girls from Eastern Guilford. Very tight, hard pressed in there, really close.
Right.
But then Monk gets that key shot. And Monk, for the game, did not play the whole game. She sat down with some foul trouble, came back in, and gave you a big lift on that winning bucket.
Right. LaShonda Monk is phenomenal freshman. She contributes so much to this team, and she's just a great ball player. I thought she was rattled for a minute because she had words with other players and the ref had to step in, but she quickly gained the composure and she just made a great move attacking the basket and got a good floater off. Unfortunately, it fell for us tonight, but she's been big all year, and I'm fortunate to have her.
And the Porter kid also played big for you as well. You had a lot of contributions. We talked about Bergen's got hot early. She cooled off. Good thing for you when some of the players cooled off, other players stepped up.
Right. Yeah, Kenny Porter's another one. She's one of the seniors who's done a phenomenal job all year. And I think that's been the key to our success. We've had people contributing all across the board, and it's been a very balanced attack. So on one night when one person maybe not be firing as normal, somebody else steps in. And Kennedy did a great job tonight, as did Janae and Bree, Duncan Hackney. They all step in and fill in. That's been the key to our success to this point. So everybody stepping in and playing their part.
You just got to be feeling good, Coach Scarborough, with us about escaping with a win tonight. That's the game you could have lost, and that might have kind of dent in what you've done up through the holidays.
Right. We wanted to win the game, and I think they got a little frantic, and we called that last time out and told them, we've been here before. We've been in tight games with Southeast and Southern Alamance and different teams that prepared us to this. So the main thing in that huddle was we've been here before, settle down and execute. And fortunately, at that moment, they were able to pull it together and we were able to execute.
What's your expectations for the upcoming conference games? Those get underway next week. Should be some good competition there, too, I think, at least between you guys in Northwest and Ragsdale. Right. I'm sure East Forsyth will be in there as well.
Right. Well, we feel like we have a good basketball conference, and we feel like that we need to continue to do the small things, boxing out, rebound, continue to defend well in order to be successful. So our goal is to take one game at a time and continue to do what we're doing to hopefully be successful throughout the conference.
Very quick team you've got this year, too. There's a lot of good athletes in this team, a lot of quickness. Not a ton of height that's going to dominate inside some games.
Right.
But again, with the speed and quickness of Rogers and others do have some height, that's going to be to your advantage.
Yes, sir. We have a team that's pretty athletic, and we're able to get up and down, and we try to use that to our advantage. Not very big, but that forces us to have to focus in on defense a lot more. So I like that because the mindset's the defensive mindset. And I feel like the girls are doing a great job of really buying into that defensive concept. I think to this point in the season, we're holding teams on average around 40 points a game for the most part. So
Right.
I think that's been big for us, and as long as they keep that mindset, they continue to be successful.
And with the mindset right after a win tonight, this team can only, I think, improve and get better. Wouldn't you say, Coach?
I agree. I think games like these help your teams grow, and I think this is definitely a great one to grow on. So I think these games will prepare us for the conference and hopefully on into the state playoffs when we get to that point.
Coach, congratulations on the win, and
Thanks.
we'll see you down the road, I'm sure. GrantsboroSports.com with Coach Nick Scarborough. After I think it was a 61-60 victory over the Eastern Guilford Wildcats, just a 1-point win no matter what. Coach, keep up the good work and off to a great start this year.
Thank you.